Hi, my name is Robert, and today we're going to be working on the replacement of a 2002 Ford Explorer lower thermostat housing unit. The thermostat, as well as replace the coolant. As you can see, that's my thermostat housing. See all the crud. Obviously it has a leak. The guys at the Ford dealership, about $450 for work, labor, parts. So let's get our parts together and let's start saving some money. First, what we're going to want to do is we're going to come over here to the radiator and see, I put my little red bucket down there. There's a little white knob. We're going to drain the coolant out of the radiator first. Before we do that, we're just going to come over here to the fill tab. We're going to unscrew this, take it off so it'll drain a little easier. Alright, underneath the car, here's my coolant release. So we're going to just let that come out. I got a big bucket under mine, so obviously that'll hold everything I got. Now let's go to the top and start working on the car. Alright, we're going to have these three 8mm bolts on the upper water thermostat housing, and then we have three 8mm bolts here on the bottom. Before I really release this, we're going to go ahead and take off these little push clamps and get that taken off real quick. Alright, before we go too much, we want to get these hoses off here with these little push clamps. We also want to get this little clip here off the sensor and the one that comes around kind of over top of that. I just took a little mirror here to show you that on this little clip here, it's one of the little clips, so you'll need to get under there just so you know how to do it correctly. Okay. The sensor here has a little clip. You just need to get in there, kind of pull that out a little bit, and it has that little snap ring. Okay. Alright, now that I got the top part of the thermostat housing off, I'm going to throw that over. I'm going to just let you see that's the top half of the unit. So when you realize that you have a thermostat leak here, in the Fords, it's actually a two-part, you have an upper and a lower thermostat housing unit. Okay, so when you have a leak, you actually have to replace both pieces. Okay. Alright, what I got here is my water outlet. This is the lower unit, okay? This is going to be my upper water unit. It's going to be my thermostat, and it's got the gaskets and everything in there, okay? So, while I open up the box here, you'll see that I got the unit, and it comes with a little ring in the bottom that's a definite. Always replace your gaskets. This is my top water, new water piece here, okay, with my new seal that I'll need, okay, and then this is my thermostat, and it also has a come with its little seal, okay. Alright, so let's go back to the car here and let's make sure we put our thermostat in correctly. And we're going to go ahead and replace this lower piece. Alright, now that I got that off, look at that. What a crud. Okay, well, what I found here, this is the thermostat housing on the lower. You'll notice that my ring right there, it's actually cracked and broken, and that's where my problem was. And you can see that right around the edge there, it's all kind of distorted. So yeah, I've been losing coolant for a while there, and we're going to get that problem solved today. Alright, now that we replaced our little lower housing there, apologize for the difficulties. What I was having was this little wire here. I actually couldn't get that one disconnected, so it took me a few minutes to kind of work this lower thermostat housing unit around. Now, there is a little washer that fits up inside this housing, and what I found was that little washer, it was more of a seal. It fits into a little groove, and it kept kind of wanting to fall out on me while I was doing that. So what I did is used a little bit of antifreeze on it to kind of keep it in place while I was able to push that down and locate it and get everything tight. So now that the lower thermostat unit's down, I went ahead, attached the hose, attached my sensor, and tightened these 3 little bolts down here. In my situation, I want to put the thermostat on last because I had to maneuver around this, and I didn't have a piece when I had it all in one unit. So we'll go ahead and attach our thermostat now, and then fill up my fluid. I went ahead and closed my drain cap at the bottom, and it took about 25 minutes, 30 minutes for mine to completely drain, and we'll go from there. All right, now that I got those 3 screws in there, let's reattach my hose here, and we're going to fill it up, and we're going to go from there. Should have this thing done and be back to new. Okay, now that I got my hose on there, I just want to make sure that everything is tight. I got these 3 screws. I had this hose here that was disconnected. My sensor is in. I have my little clip that's holding it there. I reconnected this piece here. Okay. Bottom hose is done. Top hose is done. Now I just need to fill it up and should be ready.